Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from August 9th through 11th, the 11th, 2024. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle for Taurus. Let's see what's going on. Intuition and manifestation, new beginnings. Very good. This looks like you can have a new beginning if you really want it. You have to, in order to get the new beginning, you have to follow your intuition instead of doing what the tried and true. You got to do something different. Spirit's asking you to go to be different, act different, go further than you'd ever have gone before, right? They're saying you're gonna have to fight through. Wait, two cards fell. I'm gonna grab those. Oh wow. You have to go a little bit further than you did before. They're asking you to not to wait. Follow your intuition when it comes to like, should you act now? Should you say this? Should you go down a certain path? Like, you need to follow your intuition on that. Okay. Yeah. So we have the King of Cups, the Six of Cups, and that over the reading talks a lot about how there may be someone in your space that this could be quite romantic. Okay, this could be someone that you've spent a lot of time with, have history with, you love them, or it's taking you some time to fall in love with them. That could be that, or this could be like uh, whoever this is, you care about them. Okay, they're not really giving the parameters, but I say romantic because of the cups. But this could be anyone that you really care about. You spent time with them, you guys are bonded, you know each other really well. There's a vibe of that going on here. But when you have intuition and manifestation, you have the Three of Wands, Page of Wands, Moon, and Wheel of Fortune. When in doubt, because I'm seeing a lot of angry words or quick communication. A lot of times in quick communication, it can be completely misunderstood. And so they're asking you to look at something a little bit differently. There may be someone who communicates rather aggressively, quickly. Um, they may say things and it's like, whoa, they said something too fast. They didn't think it through. Like, let me read the room first. And so there may be someone in your space like that, right? That Spirit's saying, take a beat, take a moment, and listen like you don't have any issues with them. Imagine that there's no issues with this person. Imagine that there's no triggers either, right? Nothing going on. Like, if it was just a random, like an organic moment, how would you react or respond? And it's very important that you kind of like, you have to dig deep into your, your imagination. Imagine if it was just a, random energy. This person doesn't know anything about you. They're not assuming anything about you. They're just speaking, and you're just like, oh well. Da, 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 da. It's very important that you take the history out of the situation. Take the history out of it, okay? Because they're saying that you can imagine whatever it is that you want to imagine. If you want it to be a conflict, it could be a conflict. But they want you to take a beat and think about it. You have to. It's almost like fight against your natural reticence or natural how you would naturally look at something. The new beginnings with the Knight of Wands and Justice. Um, this is interesting because this would tell me too that there's a cycle of things could be. I want to say things could be very fair. Like, you guys could have a quick exchange, a conversation that's very passionate, but it doesn't lead to anything like combustible. You could really be in that space as long as you take out the history of the situation. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, someone may say, "Oh, don't forget to turn out the light," and maybe you have a history with them where they're just like always reminding you of stuff that is obvious that you're going to do. Instead of going, taking it from that place, be like, "Oh yeah, well, of course, who wouldn't do that?" Just move on from that. Like, yeah, you must be around people who don't do that very often, and just walk away. Kind of there's something about you being in that space of like, just from you saying that, you must feel like you have to repeat this, or say this, or so. I don't know how else to put that because it's very hard to put into words what they're showing, how quickly things could turn left by misinterpreting something. But they're wanting you to manifest a different environment, a different feel, a different emotion in that between you and another person, where it's not angry, it's not contemptuous, it's not contentious. It's not um, argumentative or a conflict. So we have discovery here with the Fool and Eight of Swords. Discovery would tell me that this is an intention of figuring out what the blockage is between you and someone else. Why is it that the first thing that someone jumps to is the negative? You may want, it's time to figure that out. What is the problem? What really is your issue with me? Right? It's time to discover what that is. And I feel like the reason why they want you to approach them with fresh eyes. No wonder they said that. No wonder. So like it's like the turning out the light thing. It's like, I wonder if that's what you deal with on a regular basis. Why do you keep repeating something that you already know is like part of the checklist that we do that? Why do you keep saying that? I don't get it. You must be dealing with that a lot. And then let them come out with whatever their issue is, because it seems like the issue isn't really you, and you really do care about whoever this is, or they matter to some degree to you. It's time to figure out what the problem is. Why is this the first thing that you jump to is a negative thing, right? And the milestone is the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords. There's a milestone where somebody's starting to get on your last nerve. Someone is starting to get on your last nerve. The milestone is that you realize very clearly that you want to be happy, and it's only when you're happy that someone comes to you and starts poking. And it's like, what is your problem? Do you have a problem with people being happy around you, or what? Can people be happy around this person, or what? There's someone that might be in this space, and Spirit wants you to manifest something new with them by not allowing them to trigger you, but to ask questions, respond back, but this time take all of the history, all the feelings out of everything. This is like a casual acquaintance now. Now, even if they matter to you, it's like treat them like you would if it was somebody at the, in the street. You'd be like, you must always have to say this a lot. Or you may feel like you have to be in control of stuff all the time. What's that? What's that about? You know what I mean? I hope this makes sense, because the way they're showing me is like you kind of have to turn around like you never met them before. Like, oh, really? Is that what you have to? Don't forget to sweep the floor with that big pile of dirt in the corner. People do that, right? Like, you don't have to say don't forget. It's really obvious that we can't forget that. What is up with you? It's like, turn it back to them. I don't like that energy. Ooh, I feel like you have to be in a space of being like focus on happiness, and also keep everything very shallow with people, very surface level with people, because it seems like someone's trying to get under your skin. And I don't know why. I don't get it. It's like that's their first response is negative. Hmm. Ooh, Taurus. Good luck, man. You don't deserve it. But you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Sagittarius, a Libra, Aries, main signs. Other signs that you could be dealing with are Leo, Pisces, or Scorpio. So you could be an Aries Taurus cusp. You could be dealing with a Pisces Aries cusp. We also have Cancer Leo cusp, and Libra Scorpio cusp, Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.